Hello my marvellous sausages, and we've got some new Twabbage this week, and it's all about the big Iron Banner revamp that we've got coming in Season 17. So we've got a huge section from the principal designer called Alan Blaine, who tells us everything about what's going to be changing with the Iron Banana next season. So first off, old Lord Salatin is no longer Lord Salatin as we know, but he's officially now Brackus Forge, and he's not going to be up in the top right hand corner where we know and love him. He's going to be standing where Granny Eva is, with loads of fire and smoke and flame and all that around him. So it looks far more, well, grand and exciting really, plus new music too apparently, which all sounds bloody great. So the first thing they said, the power level is now disabled in Iron Banner, because normally when we play we have a power level, don't we? And if you're matching against people who are a higher power level than you, you get your ass kicked. But now the power level is gone. The only game mode that relies on power level now is Trials of Osiris. And they're acknowledging the fact that Control is getting a bit stale as the only Iron Banana mode. So they're bringing back an old favourite, they say, and it's Rift. My god, I can barely remember this, but it sounds very interesting to have an excellent new mode as well. So Iron Banner tokens are completely going to be buggering off, and they're going to have a similar ranking system like Saint 14 and Shaxx. You can earn Iron Engrams while ranking up as well, and you can unlock cosmetic rewards and materials for your time playing. So we got Engrams, which is very nice indeed. But apparently it's not just the reward track that's changing, it's also getting a full focusing implementation as well, they say, which means you can convert your Iron Engrams into any current Iron Banner weapon or armor set that has been earned previously. That's good, for a cost of in-game materials. And they also said in future seasons they'll be looking at adding more, including legacy Iron Banner gear and cosmetics as well. Bloody cool, that sounds to me. Next, then they go into how reputation actually works. So playing matches, of course, and you'll get reputation for doing that. Win matches to earn a small bonus based on your current Iron Banner rank as well, so your rank will increase the amount of reputation that you can get. Wearing Iron Banner armor, or just ornaments as well on your own non-Iron Banner gear, and equip Iron Banner weapons to max out your gear multiplier at 200%. So we're going in full Iron Banner regalia with Iron Banner weapons. We'll give you 200%. It says a total of 5 pieces must be equipped. Though please remember this includes Iron Banner armor and Iron Banner ornaments. You don't actually put the physical armor on, you can put the ornament on. That counts too. That's good. And there's also daily Iron Banner challenges as well to tack on 100% to your challenge multiplier for the rest of the week. Right, and this means for each challenge. Ooh, that sounds interesting. There's also an Iron Banner emblem that we can earn for an additional 10% as well. Ooh, that's nice. They've also got a screenshot of the modifiers that are listed at the beginning of each match, look. So we've got the Rift rules for that one there, and then we've got Iron Banner rank boost as well, look. Iron Banner rank boost gains are increased by 1.10 times. So that's interesting, so you can see how that all works. Challenges completed, 0 out of 4. So remember they said 100% per challenge. Wow, that's good. Iron Banner gear equipment, 0 out of 5, so it tells you how much Iron Banner kit you've got on, and if you've got the emblem on as well. So that's pretty cool. A nice quick look to see your states before you bloody jump in. Good one. And then they go into the challenges in a bit more detail. So we're going to unlock a new challenge once a day for the first 4 days of the Iron Banner week. But these challenges unlock each day whether you complete them or not. So if you log on Friday, for example, with it launching on a Tuesday, you can do them all bang, 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 one after another, rather than having to do them on a daily basis. That's quite nice. And rewards will also stack reputation bonuses for the remainder of the week, alongside a pinnacle Iron Engram. The weekly bounties that are typically awarded pinnacles, they're gone completely now. So this will balance out the change. I want to point out as well, if you watched my reset video last, I told you to hang on to your Iron Banana bounties. Here we go, it's confirmed. Don't hang on to them. Spend them now. Don't listen to me, I was talking bollocks. Next, they talk about the new seal and title that's coming next season. They say don't expect this one to be an easy grab, but set expectations to how to get the seal and the title. It's going to take around about 15 to 20 hours of play to unlock it. So more hardcore players should be able to do that in 1 week of Iron Banner, I suppose, but most players will need a second week to do it. And then it looks like you can also gild the seal and the title in Season 18 as well, which is nice. Here's something that's lacking in Destiny, and it looks like they're starting to address it, maybe one game mode at a time, I hope. For anyone that may be scratching their head, they say, at some of these changes, Lord Salatin will offer a brand new quest that will introduce all of these features and demonstrate how they work. So we're going to have an introductory quest to the Iron Banana. You only have to run through it once per account, so that's not per character. That's good. And also veterans will need to do it as well as first-time players. So we've all got to do this before you can access the Iron Banner node on the map. And another huge change that's coming, really. Now, Season 17, Iron Banner is only going to be coming out twice a season, not once a month. So, the first Iron Banner will be on May the 31st, and then the second one will be on July the 12th. So it is actually more of an event now with just 2 of them per season. I think that's a good change. And another reason they say they're doing this is that they didn't want to see Iron Banner run during any annual festivities, you know, like a Festival of the Lost or Guardian Games or whatever it is they're planning on doing. So I like that, because I found that they had too many things overlapping sometimes. You didn't know what the bloody hell to do. So that's good. I think that's a positive change. We're going on to Rift, and in a bit more detail as to how it works. So basically, in a nutshell, teams of Guardians attempt to take the spark, which is in the middle of the map, into the base of the enemy team and dunk it in the enemy Rift, a la basketball. 1 dunk equals 1 point, and the first to make it to 5 points, or to have the upper hand by the 10-minute mark, wins. So the spark itself appears in the center of the map a few seconds after the match starts or when a point is scored. You pick it up by interacting with it for a couple of seconds, and it also acts as a buff that allows full weapon and ability usage apart from your super. When you pick up the spark, for a few seconds after taking damage, both teams receive a waypoint on the map for where the spark holder is, but after that 5 seconds, the waypoint only remains for the spark holder's own team, so you're going to have to go and find them and hunt them down. Marking the spark holder for your team is important. If you die carrying the spark, it drops to the ground where you died or nearby spot if no one can actually get to the bit where you died, and if you hold on to the spark for too long, it blows your face off. Team resurrections are also enabled in Rift, so make sure to help your teammates in the middle of a push. There are no points for kills, just for dunking the old spark, so play the objective is the key. Now they say when Rift is in Iron Banner, the hunt is on when your team has the spark. When the music intensifies, it's time to score. Excellent. There are several ways to extend the match as a continuation, so at the end of time, if the current spark holder could change the outcome of the match, either the game is tied, or if the current spark holder is down 1 point, the match continues until the current spark holder drops the spark or they score. There's a sudden death multi-spark, so if there's a tie after time is up, the game enters a 90-second overtime where 3 sparks spawn in midfield. Who will be the first to score? Oh, that's interesting. 3 sparks, bloody hell. And then after the sudden death timer is up, sparks stop dropping on death and any sparks on the ground are removed. And as soon as the last spark is eliminated without a score, the match ends in a tie. Now, to celebrate the return of Iron Banner, they say they've created a brand new map. It's called Disjunction. Now, it's a symmetric map with bases at either end, and they say there's 3 lanes with plenty of crossovers and large backfields, and it takes place in the swampy pyramid area of Savathun's throne world, so expect lots of many-arsed horses, they say butted, I say arsed, transparent brown glass and Art Deco designs. Now, it says the map will be available on day 1 of Season 17 for all the 6v6, 3v3 and free-for-all modes in the Crucible, so we can all get in there and have a go of it straight off, which is very nice. Now, Zone Control is coming back. Now, if you're not familiar with it, it's a 6v6 mode like Control, only the Guardians don't get any points for kills. No points for killage. They say this is intentional because sometimes matching with random players can result in a disjointed team play that can obscure objective focus. So you've got to keep your eyes on the objective. Now, players get points every 15 seconds for every zone that's in their control. So it's very much more diving into a defensive area control game, really, that allow players to highlight various skills and abilities rather than just focusing on shooting people in the face. Now, each waypoint has a timer that shows when points are being awarded, in addition to which team currently owns it. And because this is a team effort mode, solo capping, so if you're trying to take one on your own, it takes 22.5 seconds versus having a full fire team there when it only takes 7.5 seconds to claim the zone. Stronger together is the bloody way to do it. And it says if you cap all the zones, you'll get dramatic music intensify. Nice, good, cool, that's excellent. Then they run over some tuning changes for the current PvP modes that we've got. So for control, team gains 1 point per participant when capturing a zone rather than 1 flat point. Oh, that's nice. That's how it was in Destiny 1. In elimination, the time limit is lowered to 90 seconds to match the time limits of Trials of Osiris. In Mayhem, points for super kills are increased to 3. They were 2. Increased score target to 200 rather than 150, because they can go quite quick. And they've also decreased the time limit to 7 minutes. It was 8. Rumble is in getting an increased time limit to 10 minutes. That was 8. And finally, Showdown is getting the increased round score targets to 15, not 10 like it is at the moment. Then they turn their attention to a little bit of Gambit news. Now they've noticed that Gambit matches are taking about 60 seconds longer per match than when Beyond Light was around, the Beyond Light version. And they also noticed that the Gambit reputation gain rate has dropped behind the Crucible and the Vanguard, so they're going to be tuning this up. So they're going to be giving us a base reputation gain for each match is going to go up to 75 from 50. That's quite nice. And they're also increasing the value of each streak to 20 per streak, up from 15. So they say that these changes, overall gains should be around 25% faster just from that one change. Then they go on to talk about ritual reputation streak balancing, and they're talking about streaks, and they say they've been listening to the feedback about the activity streak system that's been used for the last 2 seasons. So I'm going to read this now so I don't cock it up, okay? The activity streak now takes the sum of streak values across the 4 reputations. So that's Crucible, Gambit, Strikes, and Dares, and then adjusts them to a maximum of 5 total, okay? So if you complete a match that would bring the sum of these over 5, this is a stupid bit, it subtracts a point from the streak for every ritual besides the one you have just played, right? That's not a very good description, so they give examples. This makes it a lot clearer. So for example, you play 5 Crucible matches, you have an activity streak value of Crucible of 5, okay? But then you play a Gambit match, and now you have Gambit has a streak of 1, and it subtracts it from the Crucible, which now has 4. You play 2 more Gambit matches, so you have 3 Gambit streaks and 2 Crucible streaks. Then you play 1 Strikes, you now got 1 Vanguard streak, 2 Gambit streaks, and 1 Crucible streak. And then you play another Strike, so you've got 2 Vanguard, 2 Gambit, and 1 Crucible. So that basically you can only have a maximum of 5 streaks spread across all of the different activities. So just play the one that you want to get the streak on, really, is the one I'd suggest. Does that make any different from now? I don't know. Then they got a little bit of news about Grandmasters and rejoining. So starting in Season 17, if you do get an error code and you're out of a non-match-made Nightfall, you will now be able to rejoin after the login. And while in this state, you won't be able to change builds or equipment in the game, the app, or any other third-party website. So that's pretty cool. So you can rejoin in if you get booted by an error code. Then we've got a little bit about the Eververse. So they say that Season 17, the Brightest acquisition from Bounties and Challenges will be the same, but they're making a change to be able to purchase ranks, or I suppose that means on the Season Pass. So rank purchasing will be available starting in week 3, but in addition we'll be offering a new rank package that includes 10 season ranks that you can purchase only once a season. Now that's available in the Eververse Seasons tab on the first day of Season 17, and there will be an option of the Season Pass plus 10 ranks for 2,000 silver, or a standalone option of 10 season ranks for 1,000 silver if you already own the season. Whichever option you go with, the 10 ranks can only be purchased once per account. There we are. Buy your way to success, folks. Then we're going to go over some of the known issues. So yes, we know we've got to turn in our Iron Banana tokens before the weekly reset on May the 17th. Etheric Spiral is buggering off as well. So our Etheric Spiral will be deprecated and no longer available to exchange for other materials or currency. So players should exchange their Etheric Spiral at the Cryptarch of the Tower prior to the Season 17 launch on May the 24th. Now vendors, they will reset at the beginning of the new season in 2 week, so make sure you claim all your rewards, or you're going to lose them forever. They're aware of the email cock-ups where people aren't getting emails as well, so there's a little piece about that, so if you want to pop to the Twab and have a look and see what you can do in order to make sure you do get these emails, that's quite handy as well, so that's well worth looking. And then of course we've got the normal movies of the week, and we've also got the artist of the week as well. I'll put a link for the Twab in the description there, so you can pop over and have a look at all the talented buggers entries. Well done, everyone concerned. And that's it for this Twabbage about the new Iron Banana. Very exciting. Don't forget, if you like my channel, please give me a like and a subscribe. That's utterly fantastic. And let me know in the comments what you think about these new Iron Banana changes. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.